It's going to be a very packed night. You already know me. I like to take my time. People, we talking about Kamala, man. We talking about Kamala. So I hear a lot of people say that Kamala wasn't border czar of the border. I hear this a lot. She was not border czar. It wasn't her job to protect the border. So this is what Kamala Harris' job at the border. Also, this was made out on the 24th, 2021. It says, whereas on March 24th, 2021, President Biden tasked, that means past tense, Vice President Harris with working to address illegal immigration into the United States, including root causes, and came to be known, y'all can do that, as Biden administration borders are. All right, so let's go down here. I just want to go down here. Under borders are Harris leadership, multiple illegal aliens with terrorist ties have been released into the U.S. Under the borders are Harris leadership. Some of y'all don't like to read. I mean, why do they? Well, why do they do that? Kamala is great. Kamala this, Kamala that. All right, cool. Well, let's see what she's costing the taxpayers of America. $1,100, people, each year. Each taxpayer. That means each person that's getting taxed out of their mother check, who has a job, you getting taxed. You are paying $1,100 towards the immigration causes, right, on the border crisis. Total at $150.7 billion each year. Costs taxpayers $1,100. That's $1,156 each year. Dollars. All right. So I kept reading this thing, and I wanted to go down here. Okay, it says, whereas in April 2024, Republicans on the House Committee on Homeland Security released documents showing the Biden administration under border czar Harris flew at least 400,000 illegal immigrants into the country through the abuse of parole programs. Golly. If that don't motherfucking make you open your eyes. But we don't care, right? Well, we all inclusive. Everybody's inclusive. You know, black people are more Republicans than they think. They're more conservative than they think. And I'm not, sitting here trying to have people to pick sides. But some of y'all just don't read enough. Some of y'all just don't read enough. And I know the other side got some bad blood too. Right? I know Republicans got bad blood on their hands also. And I think that's the case with Bringer here. I'm not voting for a person just because they look like me. You know how many motherfuckers I got into it with in school and shit? Because they look like me. You know how many people, you know how many cats I was like, you know how many cops pulled me over because I look like a description? Just because you look like me? Bitch, you ain't us. You're not like us. You're not like us. You're not like us. Sometimes y'all don't agree with that because y'all want to see a black woman on top. But this has shit to do with her being black. Even that's questionable. But this has nothing to do with her being black. You know what I mean? You know, I started giving some light towards the Democratic Party, right? I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm being too hard. Maybe I'm being too rough. You know, I should be like this because I'm seeing the masses be, I'm seeing the left, like, all you black men, you guys are wrong for even trying to pick sides. Y'all should just stick with the black woman. Whatever the black woman say, y'all should just roll with it. But you know what's fucking crazy about that? Is when white men say some shit, all of their women step in line. When Asian men say some shit, all of their women step in line. When other Latinos, right? But it's like now it's like, well, we're not them. So you can't expect in what black women went through the whole, oh my God, black women went through so much. And slavery and that. Okay, my God, cool. That makes two of us, motherfucker. We've been through it both. All right? We all been through it. I give two rats ass if a motherfucker telling me, oh, well, you don't vote for her because she's your color. And motherfucker, she ain't my color. But I just have to make sure that you guys understand that this is in the House of Representatives in the United States. I'm gonna read another one here. As since Joe Biden and Kamala took office, there have been over 9.7 million illegal immigrants encounters nationwide. That's our nation to be exact. So y'all can like, oh, that's nationwide. It means all over the U.S., mother lover. All right. Whereas since Joe Biden and Kamala took office, there have been over 7.9 million illegal immigrants in the U.S. on the southern border. Wow. Whereas since Joe Biden and Kamala took office, there have been roughly 2 million known gotaways who invaded the United States Border Patrol. 2 million invaded the, wow, what the, this is crazy. This is not just affecting us, right? In Texas, I believe the governor busloads of migrants dropped off near Kamala's house on Christmas Eve, right? So you guys can see this was 2 years ago reported. Now, this is not something that's been just happening because, like, you know, people like to say, oh, this just happened. Y'all just, motherfuckers been talking about this shit for the past 3 years, right? I can't even get a job in Cali because it was so overpopulated with the opposing race, right? I had to either speak Swahili, I had to either speak fucking Spanish fluently, though. I had to either, it was just bad, right? And I remember going back and forth with with my lady about this. You know, there was a time like, you know, as a musician, you know, when you're a musician, there's not a lot of, there's not a lot of plugs you can get unless you're like tapped into a whole nother, level of musicianship or tier. And so there was times where shit got hard and I had to go find me a gig. I had to go find a job, man. You know what I mean? I really did. You know, when you got a family, gig money ain't really coming in crazy like that. You got to go find a job. And I was trying to be out here trying to find a job, and I really couldn't because of the motherfucking, I had to be somebody else. You know what I mean? And I thought it was just me not being adapted to corporate America because I'm so used to, the musician world, the music world, the touring world. I'm so used to that. I'm like, well, maybe I'm just not tapped in, to this world. And it wasn't that. It was more so you just don't appeal. You know what I mean? If we own these jobs, we own these businesses, and we're going to hire who we want to hire, who we see fit. You know, it's crazy when you walk into KFC and you see nothing but Latinos. Nothing wrong with it, but it is wrong. Like, I'm not going at the Latinos. I just find it kind of awkward when I walk into a Chinese food spot and I see nothing but Latinos fixing Chinese food. Or if I walk in a soul food spot and I see a bunch of Asians serving soul food. Or if I walk into a Taco Bell and I see nothing but Caucasians running, it just doesn't make sense, right? And it's because of political power. Black folks don't got no political power. Y'all be talking about all this, oh yeah, I want this and I want that and that, but y'all ain't got no political power. You know what I mean? Because you'll find somebody gonna drop busloads of immigrants right in front of your doorstep. You get what I mean? Now, this is from, NPR. This is reported through NPR. Which is talking about the border and, that a congressman dropped busloads of people at her doorsteps. Um, it goes on to say several busloads of migrants were dropped off outside of the Washington, D.C. residence of Vice President Kamala Harris on Christmas Eve. That's on Christmas Eve. That's a mother. That's pretty fucking big. Merry Christmas. Apparently, the latest in the escalating battle between state officials and the Biden administration over the country's immigration policy. A total of 3 busloads of migrants arrived at the Naval Observatory, where Harris lives. On Saturday evening, WTOP reported The Migrant Solidarity Mutual Aid Network, a local grassroots organization, met the migrants who were y'all know what I mean, inadequately, okay, some words is hard, okay, I got big ass lips, it's hard to place these motherfuckers where they're supposed to go, god damn it. Anyway, inadequately dressed for the freezing temperature, so these motherfuckers was out there in Daisy Dukes and tank tops, according to this station. All right. Earlier this year, some state governors began sending buses of migrants to the nation's capital after the Biden administration attempt to lift pandemic era policies that led to the U.S. deny entry to migrants. Now, she got her ass handed to her. And you know what's so crazy? Nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about how busloads of migrants were dropped off in the front of the White House. Nobody talks about that. If you guys know anything about the migrant crisis that's going over in New York, it's crazy. I have a story I'm gonna bring out right now that a lady who's a migrant, who migrated here, she has a $20,000 check from the U.S. on welfare. $15,000 in $15,000 in food stamp, $5,000 in cash, $5,000 in cash every month. Do you understand what that fucking means? Oh, hold on. But we go blame the Republicans. This has shit to do with the Republicans. They're not in office. Democrats are in office. Literally. What's goody, Big Walt? Big Walt. I'm gonna put the link in so you can join if you want. But as I'm bringing out this story, and these are just basic, these are just basic things that people can check out. Moses Blackthorn, man, what's goody? Man, what's goody, man? Good evening to you also. But these are just basic, things. Also, I'm gonna bring this out. Also, I'm gonna bring this up right here because people like to talk about the border and the immigration laws, like I brought it out earlier. And I don't think people, really understood. So let me bring the White House paper up here to show you guys what transpired and what they were looking for. All right. The link is in the chat if you guys want to join. I got about 5 more minutes until I open up the chat. Here's a fact sheet through the White House on, because sometimes you got to be, you got to get it straight from the source. You know what I mean? And it goes here. This is the fact sheet, the Collaboration Migrant Management Strategy. This is their strategy. On February 2nd, 2021, President Biden signed an executive order that called for the development of a collaborative migrant management strategy. What the fuck? Okay, cool. Here we go. The migrant strategy includes the following. Let me blow this up for you guys. The migrant crisis includes the following. Stabilize population with acute needs, expand access to international protection. I don't know why we need to. Expand access to protection in countries of origin. I don't know why we button in their business. Improve and expand temporary labor programs in the region with workers' protection. Assist and reintegrate return persons. Assist and reintegrate return person. Okay. Foster care. Foster secure and humane management of borders. Strengthen regional public messaging on migrant. Strengthen regional public messaging. What the see y'all don't understand what they're saying inside there. They're trying to say make the public okay with accepting, encourage them, and just let them know about the fuckery of how they're thinking. Americans who so much, we're not saying we don't want migrants here, we're just saying slow down the fucking border. That's all. But we need to be strengthened on regional public messaging, huh? Okay. Expand access to lawful pathways for protection and opportunities to the U.S. This is what they did right here, my guys. People, this is what they did right here. This is the main objective. This is what you're seeing. Why? Because people are coming here expecting to have opportunities and get opportunities where the average American would not receive opportunities like them. What? Whoa. Let me go. What? Let me go. Whoa. What? Let me go. Whoa. Question shit. Black folks don't question enough. We just roll with some symbolism shit just because of mother like that motherfucker may look like you. That kind of lets you know the low IQ of a person, right? And it shows you, right? And it shows you like how people don't really are not willing to have self-critical thinking. A woman would check her man, right? She would check her man. Right? She would go through data, she'll go through his phone, she'll go through all these things to make sure if he's not cheating or whatever, right? But they will not do that with their friends. They will not do that with the people around them. Oh, she makes me feel good. We're good friends, and da 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 da. She looks like me, I look like her. We're best buds, we're besties. Meanwhile, motherfucker don't even like you. The reason why they joined your crew is just to appeal and pander to you and your people. I'm guessing the reason why Kamala Harris joined the fraternity was because of panderinism. Just to pander. Really. She may invite those girls over a couple of times. There's only a few. It's not like there's a lot of black chicks that fucks with her. There's probably a few girls that fuck with her from her sorority, like, you know, maybe 10 or 15. She maybe have 20 over. I'm just thinking, now this is opinion. This is not factual. This is an opinion. I don't think she really fucks with a lot of black folks. That's just an opinion. You know what I mean? That's not factual. But we talking about this migrant crisis. She cares about us though, right? She's for black folks, right? Then why we have this issue with the migrant crisis? Why? Why are there millions of people pouring in, taking black things? Because we talking about a black issue, right? I can't speak for Latinos. I can't speak for white cats. I can't speak for Asians. But I can speak for the culture and the people that I was raised out of. My great-grandmother, my great-grandfathers, my great-great-great-grandmother, my great-great-great-grandfathers, right? These people came out of the Renaissance of blackness. These people came out of slavery, Jim Crow. Like, this is what they come out of. This is what the culture of my people. This is what I know. When I go talk to my family, when I go talk to everybody in my motherfucking family, they can draw back to everybody coming from a slave plantation in the fucking South. So that makes her black? That makes her American black? She's not in Jamaica running for president. She's not in India running for president. If she was, I'd be like, kudos, y'all should make her president. Kudos. She's in America representing for quote unquote black folks, saying that she's black. I saw an interview of her there. She said, my mom, I knew what it felt like for my mom to raise two black girls. The fuck? The fuck? Like, who says shit like that? Like, black women don't say shit like that. Black women would be like, I remember my mom raising me and my daughter, and it was hard because of the things that we were going through because of oppression and how people would look at us. They wouldn't say, oh, because my mom was raising, my mom got two black girls. Like, come on. Like that's how you know she ain't that black. You know what I mean? Because the way she talks sometimes is not black. She put on this fake Southern accent. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think people really take this in consideration. They just said, no, she looked like us. The fuck? Who? She don't look like none of my aunties. And I got some different looking aunties. She don't look like none of the homies I know. None of the homies' wives I know. She don't look like nope. She look like she is a white lady who may have some Caribbean blood in her.
But you know what I mean? Nor am I here for Trump, nor this is not a Trump campaign. I want you guys to get that fucking straight in your head. This is not a mother-loving Trump campaign. I'm addressing black issues. This is not a Trump campaign. So don't come at me and be like, "Oh, you rooting for Trump or who you rooting for?" And do that. I give two fucks. You know, do I think Kamala could run a country? Do I think she could do some good things? Yeah, I think we are capable of doing great things. I think we're all capable, right? But do the cons outweigh the mother-loving pros? Right? When you weigh the cons and pros, she fucked off. Like she is, you know. I mean, I need to hear some policies from her. I'm telling y'all, man. You know, I hear you. Skin folk is not always kin folk. You know what I mean? Hey, Dub H, I tell you this, my ninja. You know, but a lot of black folks feel like, no, we don't care. She looked like us. She went to a HBCU and blah, blah. Motherfucker, I could go join a Latin gang. They still not gonna consider me Latin, motherfucker. Like, they don't give to no. Just because I've been from a Latin hood or a Latin gang or I've been a mobster in Italians, you know, an Italian mob, the motherfuckers just not gonna consider me Italian just because I roll with Italians. Because if they did, that would let me know how dumb the Italians are. You just let anybody walk into your shit? That's what black folks do. We let anybody walk into our shit. Roland Martin is not black. Roland Martin is a Haitian, got some little Haitian, may have a little wound, but he's mostly Haitian, right? But he out here speaking big talk for black Americans. How could we, like, our ancestors is pissed off right now. Our ancestors is like, how are y'all gonna let these people who didn't even go through none of what we went through, but they go speak for you and change move and laws and policies for you? Come on. Just because they come and hang out with you at the fucking barbecue? Just because they fucking joined your gang or joined your crew or joined your fraternity and they've been riding with you for the past 10, 15 years, you want to consider them you? No, nigga. They would never understand. They would never. Just like men would never understand what a woman go through having a child. Just like they won't understand what it's like being from our roots. That's the all you gotta do is go look at the fucking movie Roots. Go look at Roots and you tell me if she came from that. Because she don't talk like she came from that. Matter of fact, she gave the Asians got stuff on her bill. They passed the anti-Asian law. They passed the anti-LGBT law. They passed they gave some, I think it was rights or some things to the Indians, but it was specifically for those people. But we got videos that's out here that is saying, well, she's saying out of her mouth, I am not going to do anything specifically for black people. Well, you did something specifically for Asians. You did something specifically for, you know, the Indians. You did something specifically for a sexual group, you know, right? Orientation, right? You did something specifically for mental health, right? Because people don't know about her mental health stuff, right? She did some, but she's not going to do anything specifically for us when we're the most, you know, deprived, when we're the most, you know, looked down upon, when we have the less in the country, when we make the less. Like, there's no equal opportunity when it comes to a black folks working next to their other ethnic counterparts. Like, there's no equal, you know what I mean? A black family, you know, I'm sorry, a white family makes, I think, what, 2 times, 3 times as much as a black family make, and that's still to this day. Why are you not going to look out for things for us? But you went to a HBCU, you cook greens out of a fucking tub, right? You learn our culture. Now you know how to fix some cornbread. You got everything from us, but you ain't going to do nothing for us? Fuck out of here. And that's the thing. Motherfuckers want to vote for, you know, Biden, and Biden go say, you ain't black if you don't vote for me. And these dumbass fucking black folks go fucking put him in office. Then the NCAAP, NCAAP came for that check, and he was like, "Look, bro, I'll give it to you when I give it to you. Y'all better chill out." Because it was the first 100 days. He was supposed to do something the first 100 days while he was in office. Right? And during those 100 days, the NCAAP was coming at him. And there's a video. Go look at it. It's on YouTube. There's a video with him talking to the NCAAP. And he's like, yo, y'all gonna have to pause. I'll get to it when I motherfucking get to it. Shit, y'all go get this. I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do, right? But we look at the border crisis that I read earlier. We look at what's in facts, though. The White House, what the White House said about the immigration, migrant policies that they were doing, that Biden and Kamala, approved, right? Then I read what was her job. We both, if you missed it, you may have to go back. You may have to go back and see it for yourself, the actual facts of what was going on, right? They're doing all these things for immigration and everybody else, but for some reason she's black now and we should put her in office. Why? Anyway, I want to get to this New York migrant crisis, man. This New York shit is going crazy. And, it's Democrats. It's a Democratic up, like from top to bottom. New York is Democratic down. And this is happening in a Democratic town. And even, I believe the mayor is like talking about it. He's like, yo, this is absurd. This is just too fucking absurd. This is crazy. Let me get to these comments right quick before I get to those videos. He's like, I knew white people who went to my HBCUs. Right. Just because my white friend goes to my HBCU school for 4 years doesn't mean he's black. I should give him a black card now just because he went to an HBCU. Black people are funny. We funny as a motherfucker, bro. We gonna give you your black card after you join the gang. Oh, I'm a gang. I mean, big C's on them, huh? Right. Also, I'm an LA nigga, so I just know, like, niggas just say, like, yeah, you from the hood, but you ain't us, nigga. You better chill out. Like, niggas go give you a name to tag you. Like, you go get a name of white boy Ricky. You know what I mean? Macadamian. You know what I mean? You go get like some. They gonna shoot words at you to staple you as what you are. Yeah, you from the turf, but you know what I mean? That's just what it is inside of, like, gang life like that. Cats go even make that assumption on you. Like, hold on, you ain't black. We gonna give you a name that stipulates and make you and signifies you for who you are. But if I go to a college, right, and I join a fraternity, right, and my skin is not even of these people. My cultural background is not even of these people, but just because I went to an HBCU and joined a fraternity, now I'm black. I know how to make greens. I know how to, you know what I mean? I think this Kamala Harris said she was like, every Christmas I make greens, and I made so much greens this one time that we had to take the greens to the tub. This bitch made greens out of a tub. How the audacity. My great grandmother would wake up and slap the dog shit out of me for even listening to some shit like that. Like, the audacity to wash greens in the tub. That's a disrespect to us. I don't see how most black people didn't find that as a disrespect. But you can't say no shit like that towards the Jews, Indians, Latinos. But we the only ones you could do that with. Bro, we're too soft, man. And we're too soft because when somebody says, oh, why y'all gotta be like that? If she washed out of a tub, then let her wash him out of a tub. Like, it'd be like some old black guy, right? Some fucking simp-ass black dude who has a big voice like a Roland Martin, talking about how black folks taking it too serious with her cooking greens, right? It be people like that is what I'm talking about. Your Joy Reid. Joy Reid had an issue. Joy Reid had an issue with reparations. She had an issue with reparations, and she had a conversation with Talib Kweli about reparations. And they did not agree that Black Americans should have reparations. I'm telling you, I'm not making this up, people. You can do the research yourself. Joy Reid and Talib Kweli. They talk about reparations. And it's, you know, anybody know that Talib Kweli is not Black American. Joy Reid is not Black American. So I don't understand like how Black folks aren't seeing these things and aren't not stepping on these niggas' necks and setting a divided line. That's what I don't get. See, you know what? I got a friend, very, very close friend. He's Haitian. Very, very close friend. He's my Haitian. This is personal, y'all. And he would tell me about when him and his family came over. He was born here, but when his mom and dad came here, and he was being raised in New York. He you know, grew up in the Bronx and whatever. And he said the Black folks out there would clown on him, would crack jokes. You know, you African booty scratcher, you this, you that, you voodoo, blah, blah, blah. And he said it would be so bad. Like they would really crack on me like hard. Like it was bad. I would get picked on because I was from another country. And I had to tell him the truth. Now I'm fair to have to BS. Like I had to tell him the truth. I was like, you know what, bro? I ain't gonna lie. It's probably this is not right to say right now, but I'm gonna be straight up with you. Being Black American, I probably would have done the same thing. You know what I mean? I really would have been one of those kids clowning, cracking on you, cracking jokes. Now, I would have been your friend. We'd be friends, but I'll still have that divided line to like, yeah, you Haitian, my nigga. You might not know about this oxtails, these, you know, mustard greens, these, you know what I mean, cornbread, you know what I mean? Like he honey cornbread. He may not know about that, you know? So there'll be always that little divided line. And I had to tell him back to be straight up with him because I couldn't lie and say, oh, no, I wouldn't have done that. If you was, you know, if I grew up with you, I would have never treated you like that. I couldn't, because I know my mind state at that time, and it was that thick. There was a movie where we would crack on, you know, I think it was Boys in the Hood, where he was like, you know, he was like, you African, he's like, nah, you African booty scratcher. He called him African, and they got into a big fight in class. But that was a real thing in the streets of South Central. That was a real thing. We used to crack on other Black folks who didn't come from our lineage. It was a thing. But now those same people have grown up and got into office. Those same people have grown up and now into government official jobs. Those same people who we were cracking on, who we thought weren't shit or blase, now they running policies. Now they're speaking for us now. So imagine that. You get what I mean? Now you got the people who, it's like a cop that's getting bullied. I mean, it's like a person who got bullied and now he became a cop. You get what I mean? So yeah, he go fuck you niggas over. He go fuck all y'all over. Yeah, he go shoot you in the head 3 times like Sonia Massey. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. That's the effects of people growing up to a culture of people who has just a different background. See, we're okay with the hard shit. We're okay with talking to each other rough, and because we came from such a rough and drug background, such a rugged background. But we can deal with that. We can have serious conversation. I want y'all to understand this. Other people in other ethnic groups are very sensitive. They're not used to that shit. They don't have those type of conversations in their homes. And y'all have to see that, Black folks. Y'all, they don't have those. You know how many sensitive men that are out here? Sensitive. So you have to understand there are things that goes on in certain, you know what I mean, with other ethnic groups that we don't see. And we have to respect that and give them that, you know what I mean, that leverage to be able to, okay, cool. Let me, yeah, you on my shit, but I'll be cool with you. Yo, you live, we could be friends. Just be cool, right? You know, anyway, I'm just saying what the migrant crisis and just saying that you Black and, you know, let me go to the comments. You know, I had to go on the rant. I feel with her, it would be 4 years. Just hold on. I feel with her, it'll be 4 years. You can't really say that many Jamaican slaves were sold and ships to New York in the 1600s, just like the ones in Africa. So you can say that they are Black too, bro. Fuck that, nigga. You could join Gumbo, but hell no. Nigga, you ask them what are you? They gonna say Jamaican. They're not gonna say African American. They're not gonna say Black American. They're gonna say Jamaican. That's the distinction right there. Yeah, they might have been slaves, but they were slaves in their shit. That's the difference. We knew where the Caribbean people were coming from. We knew that. And I get it. Yeah, cool. Somebody got mixed up in a little pile, whatever the case may be. But those that got mixed up in the pile, they don't even know that they're Jamaican. They really think they're Black American. They don't even know because there's no ties. There's like, our shit got cut off from there. I don't think that, I don't know if that make any sense, but it's like really no ties unless someone tells you while you're growing up, hey, your family came from Kingston, Jamaica, right? Like you can identify, at least that they can identify. I'm talking about the ones, Big Walt, that cannot identify their country, their city, their state of where their people come from. If you ask me where you come from, I'm going to tell you South Central, Los Angeles, California, in the United States of America. That's literally what I'm going to fucking say. That's where, you know what I mean? And my family lineage derived from Texas, a big ass slave state at the time when they had all that crazy shit. But you get what I mean. You get what I mean? She don't have those ties. Exactly. But we need to stop comparing everything to who had it worse during slavery. We are living in 2024. What we are doing for the Black community now. And that's facts. Nobody, everybody talk a lot of shit, but I think what we're doing for the community is nada. Okay, let me stop. All right. Let me not say that, people. Let me take that back. There are people out here doing things. There are for the Black community, and they're doing it grassroots. My daughter was in both of my daughters, they were in an event, a camp for Black girls. It was called Black Girls Code, and which was dope. They learned how to build games in IT. It was a lot of IT things, build programming, a lot of ones and zeros type of stuff. It was very great. You know what I mean? My daughters now know how to do coding, and they know how to set up presentations, come up with product and different things. So don't get me wrong. There are people that are out here doing that. There are also a male, it's like a men's group over in Chicago that goes around handling different things for the community. They take diapers to single mothers who baby daddy or husband who locked up or in prison. These guys step in to bring over groceries, help out with bills, things like that. So there are, throughout the country, there are people doing grassroots things. It's just that it's not being exposed on a certain level of this presidential debate or people's celebrity. It's just not put on a high scale. So there are people out here doing that. You know what I mean? He says, yeah, I saw those videos too. They don't want to do anything for us because they did the jails would be full. Yeah. Joaquin said Jamaican Americans are Black Americans that has been through the exact same struggle. Oh yeah, you are definitely a house nigga. That's a house nigga saying right there. Yeah, that's definitely. It's crazy. None of my Jamaican friends will ever say that. They're like, no, we're not. We're Jamaican American, right? But we're not Black American. You see how black is a fucking color? You can't stipulate where the fuck you from. At least you can say you're Jamaican American and cool. But Black American? Okay. That's like saying, oh yeah, like, because I'm hearing, white people say, oh, I'm white American, right? But you ask them, but like, what white are you? Like, what white are you? But, they'll tell you like, oh, I'm European, I'm Scottish, I'm Scandinavian, I'm Italian, I'm whatever. But they'll, just to sum it up, ask a Black person, what are you? I'm Black American. Okay, what of that Black are you? Like, what is, what part, like, are you, what country in Africa are you from? Right? And a lot of these motherfuckers can't even tell you, oh, I'm from Kenya, or I'm from Ghanaian, or I'm from. No, they're Black American. Their family came out of slavery. Like, those are two different extensions. So I mean, I wouldn't even, hell no. Hit that like button, people. There's no critical thinking anymore. I know, man. That's the part I'm saying. Like, we won't even question shit. Like, motherfuckers just go with some shit because they don't want their best friend to be mad at them because they have a different view. It's like, nigga, I don't hate you. I just don't fuck with that. It's like, we're okay to say, oh, I have this drink and you got your drink. And we can have a discussion amongst drinks all day, right? Oh, no, that's nasty. Why would you drink that? That woo. But that don't mess friendship up, friendship up, right? It doesn't. See how simple? That's some simple shit that people like overlook. Like, what are you talking about? What the fuck is he talking about? Drinks. Look, two people can have a disagreement or a discussion on drinks, but that don't deter them from, from each other. But as soon as you have a conversation on something like this, they'll majority time they'll agree, or they won't even say what they truly, disagree with, because they're afraid of losing friendship. They're afraid of losing business. They're afraid of losing money. They're afraid of losing jobs. They're afraid of losing family. They're afraid of losing, all of these things that make them think to make them feel whole, right? And it doesn't make you feel whole because you're always chasing something else. But anyway, that's besides the point, right? The point is, I just saw a lady lose 400,000 followers. She lost 400,000 followers because of her views on Kamala Harris. And that's fucked up. You can't even critical think and voice your critical thinking because people were... It's crazy. If she would have talked about a dress, if she would have talked about a certain drink that had monkey balls in it, like, people would have been blase. She wouldn't have lost the 400,000 followers, but she lost 400,000 followers because of her views, her political views. No critical thinking, my guy. 168 migrants. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. I got to get to these videos. I know I've been ranting. Republicans blocked the bill for the border, so you have to blame them for that. And that's crazy you said that, because I just saw. It's crazy you said that because I just saw the debate. Right? They blocked the bill for the border. What bill? Right? And that's crazy you said that. What bill? Because that's the main thing I was looking at. My whole show is about the border tonight. Kamala, migrants, and the border, and what the migrants are getting while they're here. Come on. Do anybody motherfucking know why, or if it's true that the Republicans blocked that bill? Because the one was in office. Was Biden, right? I know. No, Biden don't do anything. He don't control a goddamn thing, right? I know you are. It's Congress, right? So Congress then. So the whole point is, what is your issue with Republicans blocking the bill for the border? So you have to blame them for that. Why would they block a bill for the border? That don't even make any sense, because you have to understand what they were trying to block, period. They probably weren't trying to block. Honestly, they weren't trying to block the border, right? But why did they block the bill? What bill was they trying to block for the border, Walt? What bill was that? Because right here, I said it earlier, who was in control of the border. That's, you came late in the show, but right here, I got who was control of the border was Kamala Harris. I brought the fact sheet, the from Congress. From Congress. Kamala is black, bro. Yeah, you're tripping. What descent? She ain't, well, she probably... Yeah, y'all tripping. Republicans blocked the bill because a part of the bill had to do with sending money to Ukraine. Well, you're talking two different bills, and that's and that's what I think. That's what he's saying earlier. Walt Keys was talking about they blocked the bill. Well, I saw that earlier, and if people read the bill, it didn't have much to do with the border. They was trying to separate the bill. The Republican was trying to separate the bill. There's the bill crisis, there's the bill shit, and then there's the sending money over to third parties, or sending money in conjunction of wars or pre-war or whatever, like sending money to Ukraine and all that. The Republicans didn't want to do that. They didn't want to send billions of dollars to Ukraine and all these other countries. They didn't, which I kind of agree. being on, being in between, I mean, on both sides looking in. I kind of agree. I don't think we should send all that money over to other countries for what? Like, I think we should protect our borders, fix what's going on in our country as far as homeless and foster care and all of these other bigger issues that has our country in array, right? People talk about gun laws. I think we got other shit to talk about than to be worrying about so much of what's going in other countries, right? We didn't have to send all those billions of dollars to Ukraine. We didn't have to send all those billions of dollars to Israel. Come on, this is just kind of absurd here, So I don't know. Yeah, I think we have to, specify and we have to kind of not take it from talking points and kind of really go look at these bills. I just brought up the Congress.gov. I just brought up what Kamala's job was through Congress, right? It's from the Congress website. So it's not like I'm getting it from a talking point or anything. A lot of times we really have to see the bill. We really have to read those bills and wonder why were they trying to block it. They mix the border bill with the policy bill for other countries and they mixed it together. So yes, it looks like the Republicans are blocking the bill, but the bill has funding Ukraine, funding Israel, funding Iran, all these other fucking countries. And that's where we're like, whoa, why my money going there? Anyway. He said macadamia, of course. I already know. First of all, greens is for New Year's. That is true. Greens is for New Year's or Thanksgiving. Like when we cooking greens, it's for New Year's and Thanksgiving. But other people got other shit, man. They be having some shit on their pie, man. I don't know what it is. But yeah, you right about that. Did you enjoy rice and yogurt growing up? I don't know, because I didn't grow up in an Asian family. Blacks back in the day used to wash a lot of food out of the tub, mostly in the South. I ain't never saw my grandmother do it. She's from San Antonio, Texas, and I ain't never. And she washed some clothes. You know what I mean? Like I'm pretty sure that, but like, I'm pretty sure that's all he had was a tub and a fucked up sink. You know what I mean? Back then, I'm pretty sure you had to do what you had to do. But I don't know. My great grandmother, I've never seen her wash some motherfucking mustard or collard or spinach inside of a tub. She would have shot me in the. What the hell you doing, boy? What's good, Mars? What's good, my guy? He says, I'm from South Carolina. Descent of slaves. Descendant. Okay, that's what I'm pretty sure. I'm South Carolina, descendant of slave, and I never washed greens in a fucking tub. Facts, bro. I'm telling you, facts. Shit, never seen that technique either. What? I don't know what he said. Greens is for any occasion. Oh man. Well, he says yes, but if we're talking about traditions and holidays, you have your greens and black eyed peas and New Year's Eve. So he's talking to one. Okay, cool. I'm gonna let y'all have that convo. Had greens every Sunday. Every Sunday. Hey, I had the hey. Have y'all had the greens with a little chopped? Well, my grandmother, she used to put some like, we used to have, I want to say chopped pork, but I want to, damn, what type, like, it wasn't bacon. It was like, oh man, oh my God. But she used to put like chopped neck bones, she used to chop some neck bones, put them inside the greens. She used to, of course it was heavy seasoned with some garlic and all that good stuff, accent, cayenne pepper, all that shit. And, but I'm trying to think of there's another meat, but it was kind of fat. It had a little fat on top of it, had meat on the bottom. I want to say it was pork though. It was pork, I think it was chopped pork or something. Anyway, bomb.com. Bomb.com. You get what I mean? Exactly. Kamala. He said, let me blow this up because I'm seeing shit. He said, exactly. Kamala does not have the culture. She may have the skin. That's a good point. She may have the skin, but she's Culturally, she did not live, does not do not live in the same rest of us. She was raised in an Indian household. It's not right. Nothing. It's nothing against her. Right? No, that's facts. It's nothing against her. It's nothing against her. She just wasn't. Shit, wasn't us. Damn, I got gang of comments. Hey, I'm getting the comments coming. I'm trying to go through them fast as I can, give everybody their respect. But y'all hit the like button. If I'm reading over your comment, at least you can do is hit the like button. Okay, please, thank you, Nick. White said yes. African Egyptians and Native Americans were trading long before Columbus came ashore. Marquis says it was presented and it was also lived in the Republican said it too. Mars says, say no to open borders. I need my food stamps. Come on, Mars. Shee, nigga, you went to my motherfucking comment, bro. I'm about to go crazy right now. We about to go nuts, man. I'm about to go motherfucking nuts. He said, well, I thank you for giving out facts because a lot of people regurgitate information they are told instead of doing their own research. So thank you for clearing the ass and keeping it factual. Filter out that bullshit. We just got to. You know what I mean? I mean, if you guys watched the beginning of the show, you would already know by now where I'm at. I'm at the point where we already know that the border czar was Kamala. It was under her supervision. She ran that motherfucker, right? We understand that. Then we understood why the Republicans, why they were upset. They were upset. I saw where they have 400. Kamala is literally, Republicans are saying this, that Kamala was in Congress also. Kamala gave 400,000 migrants, flew their ass here, right? And these motherfuckers were criminals. So I don't know. You know what I mean? That's just what they're saying in Congress. Factual. You guys can go check that in the Congress. I already did that earlier. I may bring it up if I feel like if somebody say, yo, bring it back up so we can see that shit. Then I may do that. But other than that, it's factual. We just have to filter out the BS. That's what this show is all the fucking about. Game Face, man, was good. 009. Game Face says, I think it takes balance. We have to prioritize our country's needs, but we still need global allies to survive in the modern times. I agree. I definitely agree with that. Good morning, player. I'm pissed. Your stream is only Olympic was take. I know. Did you see that? I know it was taken down. Yeah. I know, man. It was fucked up. Biz is thinking of ham hocks. There you go. That boy good right there. Ham hocks. That's right, nigga. I am thinking of ham hocks. You know what I mean? Shit sound good as a motherfucker right now. Yeah. He said they young and don't know much. My family is also from the South all over, as well as being a descendant of slaves. No, nigga, nigga, don't try to say that shit now. We've got many podcasts where you said my family didn't come from slave. I don't know what you're talking about. So don't walk. We're going to filter out that bullshit, Walt, all right? But he says, family of slaves. Also, I have very old family as my grandparents were born in early 1900s. Jason says she getting pushed because she's AKA and went to it. I know but why, Jay? Like nobody cares. Like nobody cares about her doing that, and they pushing it up on us like we should care, and as black men, she should take our vote as black men. Man, okay, that's not why. That's just what they are trying to make you believe, just like you tried to lie and say she locked up thousands of black men for weed when it was 1,900 convictions and only 45 went. Okay, cool. I'll pull up the record, sir. Just for you, sir. Factual. I'll pull it up factual. And you know what's so crazy? That majority of those people were smoking weed. They weren't even selling weed. And then go far as to look at what she was doing to black women, how she was keeping them. You know what I mean? Like their release was they had to be released, and she would keep them longer on their release, like their month, 2 months after. Like I'm supposed to be out of prison, and you keeping me here? I don't know why. We may have to do some little more research. You know what I mean? I just know, and he said, I don't know I don't know any country you can go to and become welcome. Oh, and be welcomed and given free money. Also making me hungry. Also making me. There's no lie because you can't find no video of me saying that you. Oh yeah, I got video. I'll bring it up. My guy. Oh, I bring it up. What bro? Don't bro. I'm telling you, I'm not the one, bro. When I got stats, I got spots. I'll bring it up. I'll bring it up later. You said my family didn't come from slaves. That's what you said. That's what you said. And speaking of that,
So Ring Doorbell was just sued, and those who
hold on, not that one. Here we go.
Migrant family of 4 in New York could get over 20 grand a month in freebies. 500 a night at a hotel, 130 a day for food, and having 2 kids in public school costs us 5 grand a month. We didn't even tack on Mayor Adams' $1,000 cash gift cards, the free health care at the ER, or the free phones and free lawyers, or the $400,000 in free college tuition per dreamer. Meanwhile, taxpayers with jobs in New York pay thousands to live in a closet. Migrant family of 4 in New York could get over.
Fucking sad, bro. That's fucking sad, man.
Migrant family of 4 in New York could get over 20 grand a month in freebies. 500 a night at a hotel, 130 a day for food, and having 2 kids in public school costs us 5 grand a month. We didn't even tack on Mayor Adams' $1,000 cash gift cards, the free health care at the ER, or the free phones and free lawyers, or the $400,000 in free college tuition per dreamer. Meanwhile, taxpayers with jobs in New York pay thousands to live in a closet.
25,000 migrants to arrive in the city ahead of the DNC after Texas Governor Greg Abbott sent this message to Democrat leaders.
I took the border to them. I began busing illegal immigrants to Washington, D.C. We have continued busing migrants to sanctuary cities across the entire country. And those buses will continue to roll until we finally secure our border.
Anthony Napolitano is a Chicago alderman and a former Chicago police officer.
Have you seen these images of this caravan of nearly 10,000 immigrants going from the south of Mexico to the U.S. border, and listen to them talk about themselves, who they are, and what they want? Listen. Just like they say themselves, these are not criminals, these are workers trying to cross borders to find a better life. Because of this.
Well, let them live in your motherfucking house. And that's the fucked up part. I'm not against people want to have a new life. I'm not against people want to fucking have a better outcome in their situation. But why you can't do that in your shit? Why you can't make the home where you live at great? Why you embark? Why do you guys push to come to a country where you already know they're going to give you
Migrant family of 4 in New York could get over 20 grand a month in freebies. 500 a night at a hotel, 130 a day for food, and having 2 kids in public school costs us 5 grand a month. We didn't even.
But no, they're working class. They're not criminals. These mother.
Have you seen these images of this caravan of nearly 10,000 immigrants going from the south of Mexico to the U.S. border, and listen to them talk about themselves, who they are, and what they want? Listen.
People, I want y'all to understand that this has never happened in the history of migration. It has never been this crazy. Biden and Kamala, I'll bring up the facts from the White House right now. This is what they're doing. Let me show you guys. Let me bring this up right now through the White House. This is what they're doing right now. Expand access to lawful pathway for protection and opportunities to the U.S. That's not coming from me. It's coming from the motherfucking White House. Fact sheet. This is the fact sheet from the White House. Fact sheet. You know, sometimes people be like, oh, you just talking out of your ass. Trust me, I got more videos for you. I got more videos for you. Hotel employees are saying these hotels are ruined now. Man. Do it. He's like, I'll prove it. Okay, cool. Says single mothers have to bring everything in the kitchen sink to be $100 worth of food stamps. That's funny as fuck. Hit the like button, people, and subscribe, man. Comment below. Mars says the government is basically saying your time is up, niggas, and the Latinos are the new blacks. Oh, we gonna filter out that bullshit, boy. Tribe Nation. We gonna filter out that bull. Ain't nobody gonna come over here and think they gonna try to slide us with some propaganda, because we gonna filter it out. Because you know what's crazy? A lot of people are not consistent. The true motherfuckers are very consistent, but the fake ones are not consistent. They always have to keep the lie going. Sheesh. That's some true shit, though. The government is basically saying your time is up, niggas. The Latinos are the new blacks. Sheesh. Facts right there. That's some factual shit. You know what I mean? Damn. We said, yeah, but they are crossing the borders about 15 other countries to get here. Yeah, that is true. It goes, Game Face says, it is crazy how lower middle class Americans make too much money to qualify for many programs, but free money is just given to non-citizens. Y'all killing. Y'all fucking killing, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all killing, bro. Y'all killing tonight. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Y'all killing. I read that again just so people didn't understand. He said, it is crazy how lower middle class, think of wordplay, people. Y'all have to listen to wordplay. Wordplay is a motherfucker. Lower middle class, not middle class, lower middle class Americans make too much money to qualify for many programs. Let me stop there. You know how many programs that I'm too overqualified for? I have a family, and I'm too overqualified for a lot of these programs. Matter of fact, there's certain daycare systems that won't even take my little one, right? And he's young, right? He's fairly young, but they won't even take him because I make too much, right? The government won't even step in and pay for some of it because I make according to what they think is crazy. But free money just giving to non-citizens? Free money? You mean to tell me all I got to do is go out this country, go get citizenship somewhere else, and return back to this motherfucker as an immigrant and get this?
Migrant family of 4 in New York could get over 20 grand a month in freebies. 500 a night at a hotel, 130 a day for food, and having 2 kids in public school costs us 5 grand a month. We didn't even tack on, Mayor.
Oh man. Golly. It's crazy. That's crazy. Moses. What's good, Mo? He says, we have laws. Come here legally and vet it. Perfect. Perfectly said. Yes, I agree with that, Mo. I agree with that, Mo. Come here over the plane, you know what I mean, legally with your visa, right? And get vetted. Nobody's hating on that. I'm not hating on that. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna trip. But to just what's going on at the border, and we have a vice president who's now trying to become the president of America. And her job was to secure the border, watch the border, but she let all of this happen under her eye. And she's not going to do any. She's showing you that she's not going to do anything for black folks. She's showing you. So why would these anyway? I don't want to go another one. Let me keep going. These gangs are having guns delivered in food. These gangs are having guns delivered in Grubhub food containers to shelters. That is funny. It said Merrill Boatlift Overland. He said, Mark says some of my colleagues made an argument of never having children since this situation came out. Wow. Mars, that's deep. You mean tell me? And you know what's crazy? Because I saw a paper, I saw an article was talking about how Americans are not having many babies nowadays. That's crazy. That's crazy. You say that. That's crazy because that's a true fact. Americans are not having as many children now. You know what I mean? And that was kind of a crazy thing. And supposedly through the deep state, this is only a deep state. Supposedly that was the whole border thing to offset for that and for the baby thing and to offset the voting power. So, I don't know. Say you finally did what I told you and started using White House. You finally listened to me. Nigga, you still wrong. You still go vote for that fucking clown. You wrong. She's black. She's not for you, nigga. She give two fucks. Even if I use White House or not, I could have found it somewhere else. But I did it just so motherfuckers may say, oh, you got it from here and from there. If you do shit according, then motherfuckers go crazy because they like, oh, it's factual. But I could have got it from somebody else who could have took a link and talked about it as an article and had a link to the actual website. But you wouldn't believe that. Right? So you just got to go to the website. So just make it simple for everybody, right? So everybody don't have to complain. Y'all can go see it on the White House website of the whole mission plan or whatever, what they did to the border. Dub H said, it's funny how they didn't want to give reparations because it was too much money. Come on. But we got money for this shit. I'm done. That was my show, people. That was my show. You guys have a nice night. The tribe has been filtering out that bullshit the whole night, But before I go, Dub H said, I'm gonna say it again, because I talked about reparations earlier. He said it's funny how they didn't want to give reparations because it was too much. But we got money for this. We're talking billions of dollars. They send over 80 some odd billions of dollars to Israel. We send some odd billions of dollars to Ukraine. We gave the Assyrians, motherfucking Obama gave the Assyrians billions of dollars. He gave the Jewish people who suffered from the Holocaust survivors or whatever the crazy shit is, right? He gave them motherfuckers billions of dollars, right? Specifically. Migrants coming over and getting $15,000 easily with housing. Kids can go to a good school. Y'all should look at Chicago right now. Chicago, they took a school and converted it into an immigration shelter. A black school. So they're trying to tell blacks, hey, we're trying to push y'all out the picture. I'm trying to push y'all out the picture. When applications ask for race, we all need to select Latino. That be our coin. He said, yeah, Congress said no to reparation. But they said, okay. I'm about to identify as Jewish so I can get Jewish money. Hey, you should. Shit, fuck it. Everybody else doing it since. Shit. Nah, nigga, we taking shit from people. They didn't read nothing, and I debunk them every time. LOL. Yeah, but you know, I mean, sometimes you gotta look at, like, I don't put it past nobody. Like, I'm gonna tell you straight up, just because it came from the White House, it's still somebody that's typing that shit up, right? So unless the person have no partisanship in either parties, you know, then we can see it for what it is. But a lot of times, you know, we see things and we don't really, you know, look at the writer. You know, we just look at what is said and take that as proven facts. But as I can say, what I read early on the White House and Congress did not have anything to do with some type of partisanship. It literally was straight down the middle, that this is just what it is. So I like saying that it was this party did this and this party is claiming this, and this is here through Congress, right? So I can agree with that, and I can go along with that. People, thank y'all so much, fellas and ladies. If you guys got some out the show, please comment below. But I'm praying and hoping that you guys were able to see through the BS. You know what I mean? Filter out the BS. Don't just take it from what people say. You know, our boy, what's his name? Trump. Y'all saw Trump at the NAJB, the National Association of Black Journalists, NAJB or BJ. And y'all seen how Trump, went up there. He had the conversation and he questioned Kamala's blackness. And these black women said, you can't question her blackness. She's black. She's been to a HBCU. She says she black, whatever, right? And Trump didn't do anything. He was just asking. But Trump already walked in the lion's den. And I'm trying to see if my video is up here so I can play this video before I head up out of here. And let me see. For some reason, I'm not. Yeah, I was trying to play my video before I get up out of here, man. But there we go. There we go. Hell yeah, I can play my video for you guys. So check, people. He said Trump went behind enemy lines. Yes, he did, man. He did. He went there, thank you, man. He went there to try to have, just having a conversation, you know what I mean? And it went crazy. He said Chicago is hell right now. Property tax went up 80% to offset the cost of taking care of the illegals. Damn. That's fucked up. Y'all don't understand how fucked up this is, man. Like, we really have to start really filtering out BS and and have a tribe that literally, you know what I mean? Like, anyway, this is Tribe Nation. This is where we come, we filter out, and we move as a tribe and become collective. I'm gonna play this video for you guys, before I head out. I hope you guys find this video very entertaining. But this woman is going off, and she is talking about the issue with Kamala and Trump. She's literally talking about Trump issue of when he went to the National Association of Black Journalists. And before I go, I have to end my show with this. People, you guys have a great night. Enjoy yourself. Hit the like button. Share the podcast. Tribe Nation. Thank you. If you subscribe, you are part of the tribe. That's the mission statement. If you subscribe, you're a part of the tribe. Thank y'all so much. We appreciate y'all, and stay tuned.
Before I start this interview, I'm gonna ask y'all to, forgive my language in advance because I'm gonna say some stuff on here that I don't use to sell my videos. So those of y'all who have sensitive ears, keep swiping. Let this be one of my videos that you swipe on by because listen, playtime is over and the gloves are off. This was the most disrespectful interview I think I've ever seen. First of all, Trump knew when he went to this interview that he was going in the lion's den. Kudos, Trump, to you going to this because this was some straight up bullshit. This girl was so disrespectful. It's ridiculous. The whole fucking panel was disrespectful, but it was so disrespectful. It was ridiculous. First of all, Kamala Harris didn't even show up. Kamala Harris didn't even show up because she don't feel like she needs to show up because she already knows she got the black vote lined up in Chicago and she don't have no respect for the black people. And let's not forget, she chicken shit. She complete chicken shit because she been saying she wanted to debate Trump, and this would have been the best time for her to be on stage with Trump and say whatever she wanted to say to him. But of course, she didn't even show up. The doggone interviewers, they were 35 minutes late because they had no respect for Trump either. But Trump, kudos to you for going into this bull crap. Now, this interview didn't even start the interview off by saying hello, President Trump, or hello, former President Trump, or hello, Trump. She didn't even speak to him. She just went straight into the text. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I don't like Kamala Harris at all. Period. Y'all know I don't like Kamala Harris, but she is the VP of the United States of America. And if I had a conversation with her, if I had an interview with her, the first thing I would do before I even started any question would say, hello, VP Harris, how you doing? That's the least respect you can give to anybody. But these disrespectful tricks, they have any respect for Trump. All they did was come out with a attack from the beginning. From the fucking beginning, that's all they came out with. Now, this dumbass trick gonna have the nerve to say to Trump, tell me why should black people support you? With your rhetoric and all this and all that, and why should black people support you? You lied about Obama, you lied about Nikki Haley, and let me tell y'all something. That's what a lot of the black community mad at Trump about, because Trump questioned Obama citizenship in the United States of America, and you cannot question King Obama because black folks will have a fit. That's what a lot of them are saying with Trump about. Because you can't question their God. And a lot of black people, their God is Obama. Y'all get mad at me all y'all want. It is what it is. I said what I said, and I meant what the fuck I said. Yep, I said it. But let me tell y'all this right here. So she comes at Trump with all this old bullcrap. So, of course, Trump said, I've done a lot of stuff for the black community. He said the same thing he always said. I've done more for the black community than anybody except for Abraham Lincoln. Then this dumb, supposed to be educated ass trick had the audacity to say, well, her brainwashed, brain dead, simple-minded ass. So you telling me you've done more for the black community than Lyndon B. Johnson, who passed the Voting Rights Act? This has got to be the dumbest bitch I ever heard in my life, and I've heard a lot of them. But she's supposed to be so educated. First of all, let me tell y'all something, because I'm tired of blacks acting like Democrats and Lyndon B. Johnson did so much. But she's supposed to be so educated. First of all, let me tell y'all something, because Lyndon B. Johnson didn't have a fucking choice. B. Johnson did so much for the goddamn black community. Lyndon B. Johnson didn't have a fucking choice but to sign off on the Voting Rights Act because Republicans passed it. He was the president of the United States of America, and he didn't have a choice but to sign off on it. It's not like Lyndon B. Johnson and the Democratic Party did a goddamn thing for blacks out of the kindness of their heart. They did it because they didn't have a choice because Republicans passed it. And I'm so sick of these goddamn dumbass black folks acting like Democrats loved us. They ain't never cared nothing about us, and they still don't. But y'all keep falling for this goddamn trap they keep putting out there, thinking they care so much about you. And yep, I said what I said and I meant what I said. But then, shit goes on to ask, so you call, Republicans and y'all said Kamala Harris is a DEI hire. Do you think she's a DEI hire? Fuck yeah, she's a DEI hire. She's a DEI hire. She was hired because she was a woman and because she was a woman of color. And she started calling herself black. Then this interviewer gonna tell me something. Well, she will always call herself black. You telling a fucking lie because Kamala Harris called herself whatever she need to call herself to get whatever vote she need to get. I'm waiting on her to say that she's a trans woman because now she's trying to get votes on the trans community. Kamala Harris has been an energy woman when she was running up there in fucking California. She became a black woman when she was running for VP and she needed the black vote. And like I said, I'm waiting on her to say she's a trans woman because now she's trying to get votes from the trans community. So don't sit up here and act like Kamala Harris don't switch with the wind because she kept. It was the worst interview ever. And Trump, I give kudos to you for even going into this bullshit because I wouldn't have went nowhere.
So I don't know, is she Indian or is she black?
She has always identified as a black woman.
I respect either
black
one.
College.
Okay, so what we're going to cook today is an Indian recipe.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
You are Indian.
Yes. Yes.
So we're both Indian.
Yes.
But actually, we're both South Indian.
Yes. You look like the entire one half of my family.